A very good evening and welcome to UBC News Tonight, today on the 30th of November 2024. My name is Sharon Chomdeshe. Today, the local leaders and development partners have expressed concern over limited funding and insecurity in combating gender-based violence in Karamoja district. Key drivers identified included poverty, alcoholism, child marriages, and entrenched cultural practices compounded by underreporting of cases.
Karamoja Organization Plan International Kobadi and Yadnet recently organized a girls' conference under the Fisheries project to address the gender-based violence issues. The conference, held in Moroto municipality, focused on increasing the participation of girls and young women in decision-making. Participants highlighted forced marriages, widow inheritance, female genital mutilation, human trafficking, and denial of land rights as significant challenges for women and girls in Karamoja. Moroto District Speaker Caesar Akol Abura emphasized collaborative efforts with development partners to eliminate gender-based violence.
We've been at least supporting you. As a district team, we have supported the partners, survivors of GBV, and we still continue to support them through counseling services. District structures go up to down at the village level. And I want you to join us to take care to see to that the discrimination that is taking place at village level is actually brought to the surface, so that we respond quickly and make sure that we give what it takes to give the rights to such category communities.
Similarly, Martin Odong from the Karamoja Elders Association stressed the importance of eradicating harmful cultural practices.
The Karamoja Elders Association, we are now trying to sort out even our norms, our cultures, which are not really in line with our country's law. You see, we need to guide our children.
Moroto District Police Commander Sidina Ikoro called for a change in attitudes, particularly in reporting and testifying against perpetrators.
I would bring it in mind in the way that we all need attitude change. As we talk now, I'm struggling with the people of PDA. I'm struggling with the people. People have misappropriated funds and they have given several names to that. Others say that people drinking money, others call it people drinking money, others call it personal drinking money.
The chairperson of Karamoja Women Umbrella Organization, Margaret Lomnyang, advocated for expanding the project to other districts.
Is there a way you can increase these things to all the districts of Karamoja? I know these things don't have a social problem. You can also add some more 3 other districts to come into Fisheries, which are very grateful.
The She Leads initiative, active in Moroto and Napak, has empowered girls to assert their rights, participate in decision-making, and engage elders in addressing harmful traditions. The conference brought together police officials, district leaders, technical experts, and young women from various districts. Benon Mokwaya, Maureen Iga, UBC News.
Natives of Teso and surrounding areas have been urged to invest in their home regions to prepare for a future that might be uncertain. Now, State Ministers for Works Musa Echweru stressed that establishing permanent homes that should not be confined to Kampala and its surroundings, but also should extend back to one's roots.
Ekomoloit has been laid to rest 63 days after he passed on at a Kampala hospital. State Minister for Works and Transport Musa Echweru attended alongside who is who at the late journalist's ancestral burial ground in Amuria, Teso sub-region.
I can say this from the bottom of my heart. I am lucky here in Amuria. Not even Papeto, not Onapito, not anybody who has served here as a member of parliament has disturbed me in terms of trying to frustrate my programs.
Echweru urged the public to always build homes at their birthplaces like Onapito had done.
Most of you, when you succeed, you migrate to Kampala and you leave villages to appear like some level failures. For you have made it. Then you only come back home when you are in this state and there is nothing to show that you ever was a responsible person anywhere.
Soroti City Woman Member of Parliament, Achom Joan Alobo, echoed similar sentiments, encouraging people to invest in Soroti and contribute to the region's development.
Many of us have run to build in Entebbe, lake shores. I want to assure you in Soroti City we have the lake shores. Come and construct at Aroja. There is a very nice lake view. Many of us want Mukono. In Soroti City, in Teso, we have Mukono. Mukono is in Opuyo as you're entering the city. Please, let's come back home and develop our home.
Onapito Ekomoloit was honored not just for his passing, but for living a life worth celebrating. 3 seedlings were planted in his memory, symbolizing his deep connection to his heritage. His dedication to building a permanent home in his ancestral land serves as an inspiring example for others in Teso. Both Musa Echweru and Joan Alobo praised Onapito's legacy, urging the Iteso people and others to emulate his commitment to his homeland.
I want to appeal to all of us Iteso who come from Teso and are well off. God has blessed you with something in your hand. Let us develop our city. Let's not run away and leave our city pending.
Let us be a challenge to you. A humble man, not so powerful, but influence so many hearts in the country, but very effective in his home.
The tribute was further highlighted by the presence of the clergy and Amuria district local government officials, including remarks from the LC5 chairperson and the Bishop of Soroti Diocese.
We also agreed one of the roads in Amuria Town Council to be named after Papa Ona. We now request government to construct 2 classrooms in Amorewera in remembrance of Papa Onapito.
I'm telling you that it's time for time to die, time to come, time to go.
After 2 months since his passing on September 27th, 2024, Onapito Ekomoloit was finally laid to rest with full honors, including a ceremonial gun salute. Born on April 26, 1966 in Amuria, then part of Katakwe district, Onapito authored a moving biography, Tears and Triumph. Henry Okrut, UBC.
Thank you so much, Henry Okrut. Now, the fishing community of Luwaja on Lake Wamala in Mitiana district has expressed relief following a visit by the Minister of Lands, Housing and Urban Development, Judith Nabakoba. The visit was aimed at restoring harmony between local residents and security personnel, specifically addressing issues with the Fisheries Protection Unit. During the meeting convened at Luwaja, locals shared their frustrations about the ongoing harassment by the FPU, which has been causing tension in the area. Onyang has a detailed report on the story.
The fishing community in Rubaija has been facing several challenges, with many expressing concerns over the harsh behavior of the Fisheries Protection Unit.
kitegeeza nti nange ndi muvubi.
Eno omumbere eri mu ggwanga waliwo bammanerenda abatambula nga bawola ssente olwaleero bali ebintu by'abantu biri mu kugenda. Sisuubira omuntu kuba tuteeka ebintu bye nti enkya tujja kukeera tumugambe nti wagira yero tekijja kusoboka ne bw'onooba oyagala otya.
Mr. Judith Nabakoba, who visited the site to assess the situation, listened to the grievances of the community and acknowledged their concerns.
Kati ekituleese olwaleero kusala magezi ze ngenda kwogera ku bintu bibiri kye nasoose okwogerako era nja kiddamu. Saizi y'eryato kirungi mugikonyeeko kimugenda kumusitali ne saizi y'akatimba kozesebwa mu kuvuba.
The meeting was attended by Elijah Senyonjo, the head of operations on Lake Wamala, and other officers from the Fisheries Protection Unit.
Twakola mu 2010 yalaga nti average okutandikibwako okuvuba ku Wamala bwe tuvuba inchi 4 tuba tetuwonoona, tuba tutwala bulungi omulimu gwaffe mu maaso sustainably. Naye ne tugenda nga tukuza mpola mpola bw'otekamu 4 ffe nga ffe FPU twalaba nti nno kituufu tuli mu bantu tetulwana ndalo za buyeekera, tulwana ndalo za kumala ki envuba mbi. Okumala envuba mbi tulina okukwatagana n'abantu. Twakwatagana n'abantu ne tuteekawo ekintu ekitali mu mateeka naye kya interim, abantu okutuyamba buli mwalo, kutuyamba kukola ki kutambuza embeera ya byennyanja kyetuliko. Kati naye jukira tulina abantu aba Afalu. Afalu is an NGO. An NGO which was formed by fishermen. Kati nabo balina kulembeze bwabwe.
The minister agreed with the concerns raised and promised to take action to restore peace and ensure better communication between the community and the FPU.
It means that their source of livelihood is fishing, so they need to be helped. That's why I have asked them to help these people, and I believe they are going to do so. Good enough, the Commissioner of Fisheries has promised a team is going to come here to help do a study in consultation with the public. At the end of the day, to come up with a regulation that is suiting our lake, because they have said this is a minor lake.
Following the meeting, Mr. Nabakoba visited the landing site to see the situation firsthand. Roberto Nyango, UBC News.
The Ministry of Water and Environment has called upon development partners to support the revised policy of operation and maintenance of established water infrastructure. District task teams have been established and tasked to engage development partners to sustain the continuity of these water projects. Take a look.
The revised operation and maintenance policy of water infrastructure intends to empower local communities with skills of running hand pump water schemes for sustainability.
So we are not coming up with a new law. We are just evoking the existing laws to ensure that we streamline the management for the betterment of the facilities or the people we have.
On several occasions, development partners, after initiating these water projects for a given period of time, they leave it for the local authorities to supervise. These local leaders have no capacity, and this has led to many schemes to collapse.
Of the 43,000 hand pumps, 30% not working at any one time means you have more than 10,000, almost 8,000 hand pumps not working, and that's a very large number. And if you look at the population who are using these hand pumps, it is a very large population. So the impact of these pumps not working is very big on people's health, because people have to resort to other sources of getting water, and this affects health.
Only a few people with the community contributing, and so at the end of the day, you find that communities where people are not contributing water facility end up breaking down, and so when they break down, the community is denied service.
The Ministry of Water and Environment has partnered with Goal Uganda to empower communities and sensitize the population on the revised operation and maintenance policy of water schemes.
We need to keep these things operational and also to continue maintaining them to ensure that water supply continues. As you know, oftentimes the things get broken and then water supply to populations are cut off, and then people have to suffer and go back to other water sources and so on.
The first maintenance and operation sensitization engagement held in Hoima attracted different water supply organizations to ensure sustainability.
So however much you try to maintain, as you maintain the other, another one is breaking down. We need more funding so that we can have as many sources as possible to reduce on the pressure, to reduce pressure on the existing water sources.
Follow-up, monitoring, and evaluation of these processes should be done periodically and reports shared with us to help us gauge and understand the milestone we are covering, and then also be able to be supported to manage the gaps that would be existing.
Stakeholders have tasked the ministry to ensure a community-based management system.
It is very important for us as well to make sure that after we have constructed these things, we don't just leave them because at some point we know that they are going to fail. So this is what we are doing with the ministry. Our aim is one, to make sure that all water infrastructure in Uganda remains operational for whatever duration we have designed this infrastructure to work, to continue serving people continuously without failing.
With over 30% of the water pumps not operational due to defects, the launch of this revised operation and maintenance policy extending reliable and sustainable water supply will be most likely achieved. Komagum Rogers and Abdul Nasir Lugwama for UBC.
On a lighter note, the Uganda Prison Service held its first graduation ceremony for inmates who completed a Bachelor's of Laws degree from the University of London. The event took place at Luzira Upper Maximum Prison in Kampala. Nahawe has a detailed report on the story.
Five inmates, 2 prison staff and 12 former prisoners received their awarded bachelor's certificates in law. These law scholarships were provided free of charge by the University of London in partnership with Justice Defenders International, a collaboration that began in 2017. The Acting Commissioner of Uganda Prison Formal Education Service, Fred Kajubi Kayongo, represented the Commissioner General of Prisons, Dr. Canon Johnson Biawashaija, who expressed gratitude to partners for supporting inmate rehabilitation through legal education.
Extend our sincere gratitude to our esteemed partners who have generously donated their time, expertise, and resources to the education and rehabilitation of our incarcerated population. Your unwavering commitment to providing quality legal education within the confines of our correctional facilities has had a profound impact on the lives of numerous individuals. Through your efforts, inmates have been empowered with the knowledge and skills necessary to reintegrate into society as productive citizens and potential contributors to the legal profession.
The CEO of Justice Defenders, Alexander Macklin, highlighted the belief that everyone, regardless of their past, deserves compassion and opportunities for growth.
In early 2004, whilst volunteering with Hospice Africa Uganda, I visited Ward 4B at Malago Hospital for the first time. Lying on the floor by the toilet was a naked man. I asked the nurse, "What's the situation with him?" She said the police found him unconscious in a market.
Through rehabilitative programs such as education, tailoring, carpentry, artisan training, and performing arts, inmates acquire valuable skills, rebuild hope, and prepare for reintegration into society. These programs aim to empower individuals to reform, contribute positively, and break the cycle of crime. Charity Nahabwe, UBC Tonight.
There is only one rule you must follow in order to be a winner. Number 1, defeat the undefeatable. You, step forward. I want you to box the air until it falls down. I'm not seeing it falling in. You see it falling in. Winning is hard, but with MTN Momo, it's easy. Simply pay or shop with Momo for a chance to win mobile money every day. Use the Momo app or dial *165*3#.
the heart of Uganda, a financial revolution is happening. We were once left out, saving the old-fashioned way, with an unexpected saving spot, keeping it too close for comfort. But now, we found a better way to save and manage money. Download the Wendy app from Google Play or App Store or dial *229#. With Wendy, your money is safe and you can earn interest daily. Visit your Google Play or App Store or dial *229# to register. Wendy Wanawoli.
Amazina ganje ninyetekwa Seruhanga John Bosco ninduga mu district ya Rukungiri byo muhanguzi wa miliyoni 18 na Uganda National Rotary nzahangwire urwo mu kuzana *278# ngafuna message eriko mu muhanguzi nashemererwa konka nabaza kugira ngo neri y'abafere sente ziriyo zona bakaziteka ngo nazihangwire.
Uganda National Lottery. Dream, play, win.
Participants must be 18 years or older. Play responsibly. The Uganda National Lottery is operated by Ituba Uganda and regulated by the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulatory Board.
Uncle Mo, asiri koja tukwasa. Vayo na wasajja batusonyiye. Chikakasi. Vayo.
Government has done it. Uganda Revenue Authority has taken you off the burden of paying interests and penalties. All you have to do is to pay your outstanding principal tax to benefit from the waiver of interests and penalties that runs till the end of December 2024. Call us on our toll-free line or email services@ura.go.ug.
Uganda Revenue Authority. Developing Uganda together.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. In our business stories, the Uganda Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative is appealing for the disclosure of detailed reports that encompass full transparency regarding government revenues generated from the extractive sector. In the financial 2021-2022, the value of mineral exports was 18.5 billion shillings, which is according to the recently released EITI report. And key minerals produced in Uganda are iron ore, limestone, pozzolana, wolfram and gold. Details follow.
The total revenue from the extractive sector in the financial year 2021-2022 amounted to 411 billion shillings. Of these, the mining sector contributed 250 billion shillings, while the oil and gas sector's contribution amounted to 161 billion. This was disclosed at the release of the Extractive Industries Transparency National Report by the Uganda Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative Secretariat. The EITI standard encourages the systematic mainstreaming through the disclosure of the relevant data and information from the sector players.
Challenges we face with companies is we don't have any legal requirement that forces them or that compels them to give us this information. So we are just depending on their goodwill. And yet, without their information, the report is not complete. So we need to have some assistance from either the Directorate of Geological Survey and Mines, which gives these companies licenses, so that the issue of the license is linked to their complying with our reporting requirements.
On contract disclosure, as you have heard, the Attorney General has already advised that we can disclose if the companies do agree with the disclosure. So we are working with the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development to have these contracts disclosed. Thank you.
In the gold value chain, variations in refining and export were noted, and a thorough analysis of its contribution to Uganda's economy recommended.
Gold, you are exporting so much gold, somebody is not able to see it.
where it is coming from. And that is very, very worrying. There are even some resources that we're exporting and we don't even have it in this country. So what is the implication of that? The implication is that number one is that there are people who are not providing us the right data. You might be finding actually that you are getting 1 ton of gold and you only declared half of it. And that is a loss to government. That's very important. Or actually, you are mining a mineral and you're not declaring it at all, only at the export, because you have a board that is going through. So these loopholes and gaps, we are asking government to be able to address them.
The EITI report also recommends the enhancement of the payment flow identification. Uganda Revenue Authority is urged to implement more specific payment identification to ensure that revenues related to the extractive sector are comprehensively compiled and accurately categorized based on their specific tax types. Dennis Igoa for UBC News.
Thank you so much, Dennis. The Uganda Federation of MG Credit Community Cooperatives is transforming rural communities using the Korean Samuel Gomgo model. UFCC CEO Andrew Chepa highlighted the importance of shifting from borrowing for consumption to investing in ventures that foster economic growth and self-reliance. This was during a recent financial literacy training on Bunjako Island in Buama Town. Take a look.
The Uganda Federation of MG Credit Community Cooperatives, UFCC, in partnership with the Korean Federation of Credit Community Cooperatives, KFCC, has organized a transformative financial literacy initiative targeting over 1,000 members in PG District. The training held on Bunjako Island in PG District focuses on educating members about financial discipline and the principles of cooperative development.
The majority of people, when they have a financial need, they look at borrowing. But this is not the natural way things are supposed to be. The natural way is when you have money, you save during a rainy day for a day when you will not have money. And this is a key message that we are sending to the members of our cooperatives, that in all your earnings, save first.
This unique approach, inspired by the Korean Samuel Gomgo model, emphasizes self-reliance and community empowerment.
We believe that you can never transform an individual without transforming the community, because many of the things that he needs to be transformed must be within the community. So this is a model that carries both the individual and the community into transformation.
Uganda Federation of Credit Community Cooperatives Chief Executive Officer Chepa Andrew says the model aims to shift the mindset of members from borrowing for consumption to investing in ventures that uplift communities through accessing productive loans with affordable interest rates and flexible repayment plans.
We should not be taking loans to feed our families. We should be saving money to meet our health care, to feed our homes, to meet our other social needs. And that is a key point of emphasis in this education and training of the members of our community credit cooperatives.
Residents of Bunjako Island, an area that has long struggled to access financial services, praised the initiative as a game changer designed to meet the unique needs of rural Uganda.
So I've been trying to train these people how to develop a feeling of saving, to manage buying shares.
It's so impressive that we are going to benefit, we are going to prosper.
Ngizeyo okutereka savinga okwekulakulanya nkugo etukuteko nnyo okutukulakulanya mumaka gaffe ne mu bitundu byaffe.
With this MG Korean model, the Federation will continue to educate communities to develop sustainable economic solutions, paving the way for lasting growth and prosperity.
That's all we had for you for now. Do join me later on at 10 p.m. for more news coming your way. My name is Sharon Chomdisha. Bye-bye.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
The Homes and Construction Expo is back. Are you looking for answers to your property and real estate development questions? Come and interact with experts in the industry including architects, engineers, developers, interior designers, financiers and more from 30th November to 1st December 2024. The expo will be at the Millennium Park opposite Philip Omondi Stadium under the theme Affordable Housing, Innovations and Technology. There will be captivating exhibitions and insightful discussions daily. Entrance is only $10,000.